Today, I'm going to take you guys through my low-level Colossus Summoner build. Um, I'm not too high level. The max level I think currently is level 60. I'm not sure kind of how that is for the beta. I believe, yeah, level 51. I believe you can hit that there. Um, so yeah, I really like Colossus, and he's a really good tanky character. He has the ability to heal himself. On top of that, he has a ton of summons. All characters that I really like, preferably Nightcrawler and Wolverine the most. But I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. So let me kind of go to the roster. There's a maddening amount of characters available, each with their own unique skills, assets, trees, their own resources that they use. The game is a lot more polished than I thought it was going to be, and I've been pretty excited to play it. I'm only about, I've only had it for about 24 hours or so. So this is just a real newbie, perspective for this game. So quite a few people here. Out of these people that are in the game, out of all the characters, I definitely say I like War Machine. I enabled him on my other account. Do like War Machine, but I wanted to play. I've got two accounts, so I got Deadpool on this one. I didn't like him too much. Played with him a little bit. You can play with most characters up to level 10, except I think Iron Fist, and it looks like obviously War Machine's grayed out. You have to purchase him on the PS exclusive script, which I have on my other account. I liked I liked Punisher a little bit down below further. I liked Rocket Raccoon, his ability to, oh, that's a new post, his ability to, summon a few characters here. He attacks with a ton of energy weapons. I like him. I liked Ant-Man as well, surprisingly, because I'm not too huge of a fan of the character. I'm not a massive fan, but he actually plays well in this one. I like his attacks and just ability. You can summon, tons and tons of ants that do DOT damage and make those into constructs. Definitely like Colossus the most out of all the characters that I've tried.
I don't want to hear any more of your
Which is
mystical
why
mumbo
pretty much
jumbo
I chose him.
strange.
Angela's good. I like Blade. I'm a huge fan of Blade from when Wesley Snipes was playing the character. Captain America's nice. Doctor Strange is nice. I would say all these characters really have their pluses and minuses for each one. Iron Man obviously is a staple to the Marvel universe. Iceman's really good as a summoner build as well. You can summon a few things. Magic's also another really good summoner character. Her abilities do revolve around like two of the summons that she has, as well as her massive sword. Let's see who else is on here. I like Star-Lord. Storm's good. Thor is pretty good. He's what you expect. Thor is a god of, it's a freaking rage demon. It's pretty much what he is. He's a beast with lots of lightning. Squirrel Girl actually is a lot better than I anticipated. She attacks people, she summons lots of squirrels, and she can do an insane amount of damage, especially single target. From just a little bit I've seen of her, definitely nothing high level. Let me bounce it to some of the skills here. So my staple skill that I go to, Steel Punch. I mean, it's just your basic attack. He now has a nice little chain. I believe it's like 6 or 7 attacks. So visually, it's pretty decent visually. It regains health each hit. At my level currently, this is enough health for me to pretty much tank, a ton of bosses at one time, and just I already have high deflect chance as well as defense from being, um, from being this, this mutant here. It's got Bulwark of Steel, which is going to give you projectile chance, 20% right off the bat, defense plus 20% rating off of what he already has. So currently, it looks like I'm getting a plus 200 defense rating just from my defense currently, which is going to be added on. Then damage reduction 8%. Easy. He's a defensive character. He's tough. Siberian Express is our dash. So as you see off to the left, it does 761 twice per second. Gives me a better brutal strike chance through some more of my traits in the OSMIUM champion piece. And I'm a tank as well, so it gives me better damage. And then OSMIUM armor. Obviously, it's my resource. A lot of characters will have like, I think of like Iceman and especially Rocket Raccoon. They have like abilities that use their resource. Well, my resource is purely armor, so it's based off armor. I get 60% incoming damage
I do
negated
not
and
understand
absorbed
your
the rest.
obsession with these
The
chimichangas.
armor is automatically restored when out of combat. Now I do have some abilities to restore my armor, such as, you know, call Ilyana, who's essentially magic. She gives me a 5% increase to max armor per second. So that's going to regain my armor as I'm in the fight. Now it only lasts 6 seconds, and she has a duration, as well as all my other summons, as they have a duration of 20 seconds on a 45-second cooldown. So the reason I really chose this as a summoner build 1 was because I really like the, you know, up close mentality that he has.
Perhaps I should paint a picture of
He's the Colossus. He runs in there and pounds people to death. On top of the fact that he has nice movement with his leap ability, Titanic Slam, which knocks down people and does more damage depending on how much health I have. And he can also give a slight buff of plus 10% to people using his Demolition Stomp, which all these skills are accessed. I'm level 20, so all before level 20, which you get to, you know, in an hour to 3 hours, depending on what content you're doing, how fast you're running through it, you know, how well you're adept at the game. If you have any booster packs, pretty quick to get to level 20. I've only been playing for a few hours. Let me go through some more of the summons here. Fastball special. Summons Wolverine and simply throws him out. This is a staple like Marvel Colossus, you know, combo. The only difference is Kurt is going to be the one that delivers, you know, Wolverine onto your shoulders there. Boom, you throw him out. It does a ton of damage to start. 6,000 to 9,000, which is pretty good for my level. Call Kurt. Kurt's one of my favorite by far in Nightcrawler. It's going to call him in. He's going to teleport you into the air and drop you on the ground. Does a big area of effect, and then he'll start to do his attack chains, special attacks while he's out. Call Kitty. Kitty's the young lady that can teleport through just a multitude of things. She can pretty much phase through anything. She has a dragon in this game as well. Don't get the dragon, you just get Kitty, but she comes in with a real solid area of effect. I think it's the biggest out of the ones that I have, as well as her attacks are going to do area of effect. She has a regular combo chain, and then her quicksand ability does, you know, 1,300 damage twice per second. And Ilyana is going to be more the armor buff. She does have an area of effect as well as a regular attack chain, but definitely more of the buff your armor piece. That's normally what I call her in for if I feel like I'm losing
Your
health
anger
too
is
quickly,
vast
and
and
I want some armor
unchecked,
back.
but consider focus as an alternative.
I also have unlocked the Colossal Punch recently, which I'm not a fan of currently, only because it doesn't give me health, which is kind of the staple of my build. Like, that's what I particularly like the character for, is I can attack people, I gain health, I don't have to worry about dying too often, and I do okay damage, more so when I have some of my summons out. If not all of them, then I'm just doing an insane amount of damage. And that seems like that's it currently. So Colossus Punch actually does more damage per 1,000 health that you have. Well, I've only got about 5,000 health so far. So I only get a 5% increase.
I welcome your advice, Cyclops.
Insanely once you hit, you know, level 60. You get lots of really good artifact gear, or gear levels are definitely different than some of the other games I've played, but once you get more health, I can definitely see that being a staple product. You want to feel like a more damagey, tanky kind of player. I think a skill that I will use here soon, level 21 unlocks, is still Cyclone. I can see that being a nice area of effect. You know, Crushing Smite might be something I incorporate once I try it out, and definitely Titan Throw. So it's going to give me pretty much a huge chunk or a slab to chunk at somebody, which is nice because I don't have a ranged attack. I pretty much try to primarily stay in melee, but I can see that being substituted somewhere for just for the range capability. It's nice to have that range capability. And once I hit level 30, obviously my Colossal Roar, my signature move here, is going to boost my health, boost my defense. It's only got a 6-second duration, so using it probably more so in like group activities when we can really burst down people. Not only that, but it's going to do an insane amount of damage. Definitely enough to one-shot a lot of enemies at my level. Maybe not so many, not some of the tougher bosses, but definitely a lot of the smaller ones and heroic challenges. Negative 10% damage dealt. Definitely another. This is a taunt, so basically making me a real tank when I'm doing group content. I won't touch on any of his challenges on this video because I don't have any I'm not level 30 yet, so I can't really speak for many, but there is one in particular that I guess I'll go over, which is the True Comrade, which each summon provides a different buff for 10 seconds. So if you think I summon all 4 of my summons, you know, it probably takes about 2.5, 3 seconds to summon them. If I start with Kurt, I can probably get them all out in under a second, maybe a second and a half. That'll give me more deflect chance, more defense, more crit damage, and more critical hit chance. And whenever you summon, they share your stats from what I understand. Again, pretty much of a newbie, so I'm still trying to work out all the kinks. And that'll pretty much be able to allow you to have insane amounts of burst damage. My items thus far, I'm kind of almost capped out on items. I think my best item so far is this emblem I have here. Is a cosmic item, which gives me 7% chance when you hit to gain attack speed, movement speed, and damage rating for 10 seconds. I mean, I'm constantly attacking. I'm a tank. I'm in battle. Besides when I'm throwing out my summons, I'm attacking. So there's always that constant attack. Have a few artifacts equipped. Nothing too major. Just increases crit and health. This one I'll have to switch out because it uses energy damage. But again, level 20, long ways to go. Diana the Rhino does more brutal damage and damage rating to bosses. So that's pretty much it. I think these other ones are pretty baseline here. So let me sell some stuff real quick. And alright, so I'm here now inside one of the patrols here. Just a zone that anyone can go to, any level, and you can pretty much benefit from better gear, lots of enemies, and the help of a ton of heroes, whoever's in the area. So just come across the crossbones who looks like she's one's already attacking. Using my summons, but I'll definitely pull them out on this next one here. So things that drop, the red orbs are going to be health orbs, green is always going to be experience, and it looks like the splinters are what you buy characters and like other items without the item store. You have to have a ton. Looks like the Midgard war is starting here. Kill a couple of these enemies so you can figure out. Here we go. Just gonna run past these guys because there's an event here, and this is where the best items come from, the events. There'll be lots of people here, so I'll just go in. You know what? I'm gonna start attacking this girl here. You know what? So what I'm gonna do is hit square. I'm gonna put the square's gonna put the debuff on it, 10%. I'm gonna send Kurt, Wolverine, Kitty, as well as Yana, Magic, and I'm just gonna start shooting first off these people. As you can see, lots of damage coming in, even more going out by far. You're gonna kind of absorb the damage. Lots of people here, so kind of respect. No slowdown again, so whatsoever. He's pretty smooth, even with the beta server. I haven't experienced any problems with logging on or anything like that. The one thing I do have to manage with the summon build is obviously my summons. I like to a couple orange, purple, and pink items that drop. I have to manage when my summons are out. Keep that up to date. I always want to throw them out, especially since this boss fight. These are enemies it's not usual that I need to really pull out my summons too often, because I just kind of want to go into overkill. When my summons do come out, that's when I'm mad and I need to grab them. Being a fucking beast. Using breaks off people.
It's over.
I mean, the whole time, I don't think I got below 90% health. This dude's running everywhere. Someone's about to pop here, and then I'll go back to doing all the damage. So yeah. pretty much burst this guy down. As you can see, there's a ton of numbers popping up, very little damage coming in. And we burst him down. Pick up all the good loots. And the great thing is I don't even have to worry about those other guys. Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Magic. We got those guys. I'm starting to get new gear, which is really nice.
Impressive.
Purples,
But still not as
reds.
cold as a Siberian winter.
And just by being in the vicinity when enemies die, really get a ton of experience for that. Lots of events are currently always happening inside this zone, this patrol zone. I assume more patrol zones will come out. At the moment, it looks like I only have access to the one, or maybe more, but usually it's grayed out as well. I mean, I can just pretty much do the death or just crush him. Alright, let me go ahead and hit the beast mode stance. Fly through people. Let me look for another event.
What? I
Wolverine's
barely
there.
struck it.
Actually, this is good. Actually, let me see. I see a purple. Whoever that guy is over there. Oh, sorry, I can't run through there. I would stop. There's a lot of enemies there, but I want to run to this event here because this is where the best loot's gonna come from. Yeah, let me just circle and kill all these guys real quick. I'm fucking Colossus. I'm just gonna run everybody over. I'm not even gonna stop to get that. Oh yeah, I am. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Made it. So, I'm gonna put the debuff on there. I'm gonna summon, watch summon Kurt, Flesh, and Wolverine, and Oriana, and Kitty. And now you can see the damage is like flying. Sometimes it is really tough what's going on. Just looking at this, right now, there's 3, 4, 6 or so people around me, going out of play. Easy enough.
Rise and
This is kind of what I've been doing for a couple levels so far. I ran through the story some. I really like the connectivity in the play, so it's smooth for everybody. I'm not seeing really anybody lagging about. Picking up really good gears and stuff so far. Even one more. Looks like we have another boss right here. First one. Wolverine. Kitty. I'm just pounding people. All those Tony Swinners. Doing a ton of damage. The brutal attacks are popping up in red. And criticals are the yellow ones. So 3 is where the damage is at, especially for Colossus specifically. I'm not sure it's some of the other characters. I'm not worried about my health. I just want to refresh my stamina buff. I'll take care of it from there. If there's an instance to where I need to boost out, I have my boost available. Circle button. You'll get me out of immediate danger.
You should turn a new leaf over, comrade.
Run people over. I'm a fucking savage. Oh, here we go. Where are these sentinels at? The sentinels are some big motherfuckers. Awesome, here we go. I'll leap in here like a beast. Oh, I'm seeing a little pop in here. Don't even have to worry about much with these masters. I have an insane amount of defense right now. Such a slow level really far these patrol missions. I can pretty much just stand in the line of fire. Need to make sure I keep my cooldowns up. What's nice about this is if I use that Iceman or Golem, Cyclops is doing the same storm. Now you can die, and especially a character like Juggernaut, he's one-shot me before, and I watched him one-shot about 4 or 5 other people in one of the videos that I was recording. But this character in particular, he's just extremely sturdy. I mean, the big thing is I can heal every time I punch, non-stop. The amount of damage, Wolverine starts going in, Code starts going in. Oriana, really nice. As well as the city, doing lots of area effect going. I mean, everybody has their personal minds, because I see Salak over to the left really doing a lot of work, which is nice.
Truly, you did not think this plan through.
Pick up all my gears. Ton of experience if you had. Oh, it's not even over there. That's just the last one. Let's go ahead and burst this guy down. I'll help out a little bit. Lots and lots of numbers popping up there. A ton of damage coming out. Mind you, this is a low level build. This is probably very nice. Really solid build. Easy. Level 22.
This fight is over. You just made the endangered list, Fleabag.
Real easy. I'll go ahead and port back. So those are some of the highlights. As you can see, this guy, I mean, he's a fucking tank. He's a metal tank.
You may be strongest, Tovarish Hulk, but it is how we use our strength that matters.
I'll most likely be leveling this character up to level 60, probably over the next week or so. You know, I don't want to rush through it, but definitely want to get to the in-game content and really see how he fares, see what I can do with the summoner build. I like it. I think if I can get the summons down to a more manageable level, if I can get 100% uptime on all 4 summons, that would be ideal. That would really play well into the build like I'm wanting to go for. If not, if I can get close, you know, you can maneuver the summons a specific way so that you'll always have somebody out. Preferably more uptime on like 3 of the 4, I think. I think I'd save magic for more of a... Sorry about that, I got a dog. I think I saved magic for more of a the times when I need to pop her. She doesn't do as much damage as the other 3, in my opinion. But that's what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely like, share, subscribe if you have any questions. I have a little bit, you know, limited knowledge on the game so far, but I'll definitely be playing and having a good time with it. You guys have a good day. Peace out.